What does it mean to be lucky? Probably when you were left unscathed by some miracle, or accidentally performed an amazing trick, or won a jackpot. At this point, you probably know what this video's going to be about. This girl has a tight grip, but I'm sure her luck also played a role. A successful day out fishing. This elevator forgot it had to stop to let someone out, but this lucky woman exited anyway. This guy must have used a year's worth of luck when he evaded the bull by some miracle. Thanks to this woman, we now know the origins of the phrase "to emerge unscathed." Is this the start of Shaolin soccer? The members of this Arctic expedition did not expect what happened next. And here you can see a car drifting along a slippery road, and it stops just millimeters away from crashing. This guy has incredible reflexes. He caught the ball faster than anyone could realize what happened. This guy showed how to become an MVP in a matter of seconds. This commentator was tired of being a bystander and showed them how it's done.
Great play, Jeff Axton.
My hand hurts so bad right now.
Oh, shit.
This snowboarder is so cool, he managed to outrun an avalanche. I doubt this driver could repeat the same trick. And this paraglider knows how to put on a show. A quick word on how reliable Jeeps are. This car definitely did not let the driver down. This guy has a great self-preservation instinct. And this is what I would call a lucky miss.
Dude, you...
Oh! Oh!
It would have been a shame if the only working C-123 in America would crash, but by some miracle it survived. And this snowboarder just spent a year's worth of luck.
Oh my God.
The reflexes of the driver of the red car are better than any parking sensors. It looks like even this guy is surprised that he's so good at Jenga. This pilot handles the helicopter the same way as I handle cars in GTA. That moment when the cameraman is a better skier than you. This driver got lucky twice. Not only did he survive, he managed to capture this footage. This guy failed his trick, but who cares when the landing is this spectacular? This guy is so lucky he only needs half a bowling ball to get a strike. The driver of this truck miraculously saved himself from turning over and masterfully avoided hitting the sign. Either this bull felt sorry for the guy or this guy is truly lucky. This girl didn't even realize how lucky she is. Just listen to the guy's reaction. Didn't quite manage the backflip, but what a great plank. When you accidentally turn into a poor man's Harry Potter. I can't tell if the ball returning to where it came from means that this kid is incredibly skilled or very bad at this. And this girl knows how to show the audience a good time. This group welcomes the new year as Iron Man clicked his fingers. I wonder how many years it took them to perfect this timing. This plane was landing without any issues when suddenly, it is amazing that no one was injured. This guy's luck is better than his felling skills. If that mattress would be just an inch or two to the left, this biker would have had a very bad day. Now that's what I'd call a case of lucky spotting. You need a considerable amount of luck to collect eggs from a python. Just imagine how many problems this driver avoided at the very last second. There was a 1 in a million chance to get this shot.
Somebody once told me.
This motorcycle driver was nearly maimed by a piece of metal. This is why you should always wear a safety helmet. This biker was saved by the high speed, and so was this deer. Now you gotta pay another $200 to remove this new tree off the property.
Hey, I think that might be right where the septic line goes.
When your hat is the only thing you caught on a fishing trip. I think that the plan for this trick was slightly different, but it came out really nice. When you rewatch the Fast and Furious movies and decide to change lanes without signaling. This skydiver was heading for an unfortunate landing. But thankfully, her parachute had a very lucky mishap. Don't worry, they didn't flee the ship. They simply migrated to the other side to push the vessel to the right. This cyclist definitely had his lucky charm with him at the race. Want to see the luckiest dog in the world? This helicopter was supposed to deliver the president of Bolivia, Evo Morales, but malfunctioned immediately after takeoff. Thankfully, they managed to land it safely without any harm to the passengers. And this couple decided to parasail over the waters swarming with sharks. In the end, people were lucky and sharks were not. They remained hungry. It's a good job the skier decided to check whether he can safely go that way. Otherwise, that descent would not have gone as planned. Either this was premeditated or he's very lucky. Have you ever seen a drifting sailing yacht? I think the girls it was heading for were very impressed by that maneuver. And this happened in China. And thanks to this guy's luck, no one was harmed. During a competition, this bowler had almost given up hope when suddenly and for some people, a regular strike is too boring. And this guy wanted to get his ball from the roof and accidentally hit the jackpot. And here, the lightning just missed the car. If only everyone was as lucky as this motorcycle driver. And this kayaker was saved by a flip. This unfortunate landing was spectacular, but most importantly, the pilot was not injured. If this surfer wasn't filmed by a drone, he would never have known how much danger he was in. That was very close, but still not missed. This reporter managed to evade the lightning and get an exclusive shot.
Sabine River. Oh, Sabine River. Oh.
Who could have thought that the bucket would be so relevant? This driver was lucky not to get anyone else. If anything, this was quite spectacular. Even this guy didn't expect he could do that. It seems this lady didn't even realize how lucky she was. No cakes were harmed while filming this video. Not only did this guy avoid falling into a deep hole, he didn't even spill his coffee. And this axe thrower is a real threat. He must have had Viking ancestors. And when you've already accepted that you're about to drop your phone, but suddenly you get lucky. I wonder if the driver will get as lucky on the way back up. This girl had her first drink after 9 months of being pregnant, and this is the result. It's not too late for this man to kickstart his basketball career.
Oh! Heck yeah. That was amazing.
When you suddenly realize that you're not just a skateboarder, but a gymnast too. Baseball player Ronald Acuna shot the ball right at a fan's cup. Any fan would be happy to have this happen to them. It would have been very awkward to have to explain to an insurance agent how your rear left panel hit another car in the opposite lane. How the heck did he manage to hold on? This plane's engine stopped working at the height of 600 feet. But nonetheless, the pilot managed to land it. The main thing to remember here is to look up at the right time. Incredible precision. So, this is why you need a spare parachute. This student in Chile was arrested for protesting against the government. But he runs faster than the law enforcement motorcycles. This man spotted the car using his own back and stopped it from sinking a wheel into a manhole. It's fortunate that he has a very strong back. Now everyone knows how tough this glass is. Do you think this was good luck or bad luck? Everyone was waiting for an epic fail, but
3, 2, 1.
Now that's what you'd call lucky. And this girl suddenly discovered her inner gymnast. Do a trick? Get the second one for free. This guy failed his trick, but who cares when the landing is this spectacular? This guy is so lucky he only needs half a bowling ball to get a strike. Is this some sort of new flip challenge? This guy was lucky that the skateboard was in the right place at the right time. When you don't want to be covered in cake on your birthday. And this guy miraculously avoided being struck by lightning. To fall into the dirt face first is a great way to save yourself from a plane that's trying to land on you. These fishermen saw a motorboat speeding towards them. It's worth noting that the motorboat driver was charged with reckless operation of a boat and using a cell phone while driving. We wonder what he was looking at. This biker casually rides along in his lane and suddenly, that should definitely be considered his second birthday. When it's raining or snowing, we usually put our hood up and grab an umbrella. But what do you do when it's raining printers? The man in this video is no less lucky. It's best not to mess around with a bullet train going at full speed, although there are plenty of jokers. Now that's some bad luck for the team trying to score. First, the ball hit the bar, then number 5 rebuffed the shot practically from the scoreline. Check out the amazing headshot by Jordan Mickey. That was his plan all along, right? This phone fell out in a very fortunate way, right towards the guy sitting behind her. The rally staff were trying to break up a fight, and one worker barely made it off the racetrack seconds before… Have you ever seen a professional Jenga player? This guy must have decided to check how fragile his head was, lifting it at the worst possible moment. But he got lucky this time. When your pull-up skills are finally relevant in real life. This biker was very lucky, but it's a real shame about the motorcycle. Due to strong winds, the landing could have ended very badly for this Boeing, but it managed to take off again. Who knows? This could be the story behind your next pizza. And here, a driver passed out behind the wheel, but thankfully missed all the other cars. And this fan won $50,000 by making an incredible shot into a small opening, 40 meters, 131 feet away. And this swing forced this guy to perform some extra tricks without prior planning.
Hey!
This guy on a boat was nearly a part of a collision. Even the people at fault were happy with his outcome. If you thought that the lottery is a scam, take a look at this woman who just found out that she won $2 million and could hardly believe her luck.
What did I win? To what? $2 million. Are you kidding me? Yeah. You're kidding me. Is this real?
I can put it in the machine.
Are you serious?
And this guy managed to avoid another glider by some miracle, veering away at the very last moment. To be honest, the ladder did not look particularly reliable from the start.
Yo, my baby place.
But at least the chimney was in the right place at the right time. Now, imagine what would have happened if these cars were a couple of feet closer. This girl got caught up in another person's parachute, but he kept his cool and managed to successfully land them both. This guy was caught a second before falling off a cliff. And this girl has outdone everyone by putting a plate under her face at the last second. Parking a fraction of an inch from a pillar. This is what true luck looks like.
Luckiest people on Earth.
This guy managed to avoid buying a new drone thanks to a passerby who caught it.
You can right off! No! 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 Hey, that is the most ridiculous thing ever!
Imagine that you're at home and then… This was a huge boulder that came loose due to heavy rainfall. This is clearly her lucky day. It looks pretty epic when icicles fall off one of New York's skyscrapers. This guy missed a lot of PE and was promised a good grade if he could score this shot. A good reason why it's always best to go straight home after a party instead of walking along the train platform. A helicopter colliding with power lines looks dangerous. This guy was fishing on his kayak when he was attacked by a hammerhead shark. He was lucky to chase it away. And here, a white shark tried to attack a fisherman.
Whoa! Holy crap!
Even Neo would envy this guy. What the hell? This is how these situations usually play out. Unless this guy happens to be nearby. Do you know what's considered a lucky shot at billiard? How about a ball going into 2 pockets? Or when your shot breaks the formation on someone else's table. Instead of simply falling, he went all the way back. And this incredible throw at the last second of the game brought victory to the school team.
Take it away, that's for the win! It's online, it's good!
And here you can see 2 perfect scores. When you're just minding your own business, driving along, and then... It's a good thing that this moose had pretty good reflexes. And here is a real-life Spider-Man working as a pizza delivery guy. Someone remind him about the web shooters. It's a good job the skier decided to check whether he can safely go that way. Otherwise, that descent would not have gone as planned. Either this was premeditated or he's very lucky. When you want to throw out some garbage, but you can't be asked to bend down. This should count as a double somersault. How is this even possible? This guy seems to have accidentally discovered a new level of tubing. And here you can see a skier flying over with his head mere millimeters from the snow. This guy deserves a free ski pass. Take a look at this car speeding through the traffic. Luck or fate? What's that can doing there? He jumped from the height of 12,000 feet to do this. And this is a 140-mile-per-hour strike. How is this even possible? Check out what this archer's capable of. And that's not all. And this guy wanted to get his ball from the roof and accidentally hit the jackpot. And here the lightning just missed the car. First, the dog got lucky, being rescued by its owner, and then the owner herself got lucky. Thankfully, the bear did not harm her. We hope the bear also got lucky afterwards. Take a look at what this teenage driver did to escape the police. This is one of the best car chases I've ever seen. And now an impossible shot from a basketball player, Armand Skell, who scored without even looking. don't have to be a professional sports star to score such precise sight shots from behind. You can be a regular school coach. The most important thing is to have a group of supporters. Usually Paul Pogba has great control of the ball, but not today.
Close. Mentally we...
Playing pool, level 10 million. This is why grandkids love their walks with Grandpa. We don't know how many tries it took to capture this moment, but you've got to agree it looks impressive. If you have too much time on your hands, you can try to master this trick. I think we could all benefit from this guy's skill. And this guy doesn't even need a motorcycle to overtake his opponents. Thankfully, he was safe. Dangerous but spectacular moment, wouldn't you agree? How is this even possible? This delivery driver should start celebrating anniversaries of this event as a second birthday. This fish voluntarily jumped into the fishing boat. This is my kind of fishing level I wish I was at. The passenger on this bike forgot that gravity existed for a moment. This girl didn't even realize how lucky she is. Just listen to the guy's reaction. And here is the kindest pull-up bar in the world. It must have been waiting for the ideal moment to break.
What?
When you clap your hands together at the right moment. This guy just saved the party.
Michi!
Es ist nicht kaputt.
Ich hab's auf Video!
If the hog ran out just a second later, we would have witnessed a very strange collision. While I struggled to get one toy, this guy got 3 at once. This guy was trying to execute a trick, but failed to hold on. At least he landed safely. Many people say this footage is fake. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. The driver managed to stop at the last second with a little bit of help from the magic hand of the passenger in the van. That moment when a huge humpback whale jumps into your boat but misses it by some miracle. The motorcycle driver was lucky to stay balanced, but hopefully he knows now that he shouldn't do this in the future. Due to an earthquake in Croatia, a whole roof fell down onto the road. That driver must have had a trunk full of 4-leaf clovers. The bus carrying passengers nearly fell down a cliff due to a narrow road. If you could even call it a road. Respect to the driver. And this guy could have seriously injured himself, and yet he escaped without a scratch. While I missed the garbage can a couple of feet away from me, this guy scores into a moving garbage can from the second-story window without looking. And this worker should celebrate this day as a second birthday. This guy found the perfect place for a somersault to test his luck.
This nigga, oh!
Seriously, what was he thinking? When your bowling level is 0, but your luck is off the charts. While you may think playing this game is futile, this person won 12 iPhones. Something tells me they won't let him close to this machine ever again. This guy accidentally did the best trick of his life. This guy slowed down because he was distracted by his phone, when suddenly… Unfortunately, you can't see the facial expressions of the boaters who nearly had a plane crash into them. To stay alive and to capture such footage, that's double the amount of luck. And now you can see an SUV stuck on the train tracks and not able to move. He was able to get some assistance, and look what happens. A massive boulder nearly injured the passengers during a 6.1 magnitude earthquake in Taroko Gorge, Taiwan. Just imagine what would have happened if the driver didn't stop for a few seconds. And what have you got to say about this kind of luck? It's definitely like success times 4, or maybe even magic.
Magic.
This guy just saved the party.
Michi!
Engine ist kaputt.
Oh, ich hab's auf Video!
With a pilot like this, it's best not to fly if you have a weak vestibular system. This guy should be cast in the new Fast and Furious movie. He managed to dodge the cows and continue with his race. And surfer Francisco Porchela used his fall to his advantage and conquered one of the heaviest waves in the world. We couldn't show you the next moment if he jumped 1 second later. When you turn on the left indicator light but change your mind. The bus driver should change his job to being a race driver. In this case, the pilot made a huge mistake. At one point, the plane turns 180 degrees and flies right towards this tandem. Both the skydivers and the pilot were very lucky, and the plane didn't actually get them. Check it out. First, an avalanche of dirt descends on this car, and a second later, a huge rock is flying down. You probably remember the spectacular scenes from the Matrix movie. Turns out, Neo has competition. This girl on a bike, it appears, was born under a lucky star, which we can't say about the careless driver. His reckoning has come. Better get out of there, dude.
Just shut up! Shut up!
What do you think? Is this fake or not? Whoa, hang on. Are we allowed to do this? Oh, thug life. The moment captured here is no less lucky. This excavator's work caused a huge rock to fly right towards a car. Apparently, the driver confused the reverse gear with the car horn. A short tale of two cyclists that didn't crash into one another. Check out these amazing jumps into a pit. This guy is clearly very good at estimating distance. And this is the longest relay in history, but they succeeded in the end. And this animal rights activist is dancing next to a herd of 15-foot tiger sharks to express her protest against their destruction. She didn't have any special safety equipment, but she was absolutely fine. The driver is clearly a pro, but the place he chooses for turning around is, how do I put this gently, not ideal. This plane sustained serious damage to the chassis upon landing and nearly crashed into people. The pilot was all right though, but I can't say the same about the aircraft. These two players had a sweet special moment. A Bundesliga game show turned into a circus performance. When you want to throw out some garbage, but you can't be asked to bend down. I wonder if that's how he fixes all devices. If we haven't told you your lucky story, tell us about your luck in the comments. Also, subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends.